Ashlyn Watkins just got her charges dismissed. Let's talk about it. Watkins became the center of attention back in August when she caught a case. She was quickly suspended by South Carolina, and the fans started wondering what was going on with the defensive specialist. Let's take a look at one of the original stories that got posted on the situation. So here's one of the original stories that got posted back in August. This was I think this was like the day that it actually happened. And it kind of went viral. So, South Carolina women's basketball standout Ashlyn Watkins was arrested and charged with first degree assault and battery and kidnapping following an incident Saturday on the school's campus, court records show. Citing a warrant issued by the University of South Carolina Police, the WLTX in Columbia reported that the incident occurred at a student housing center. Watkins, per the warrant obtained, allegedly assaulted the individual by forcefully grabbing her face, pulling her arms, and pushing her. Watkins also allegedly picked up the individual and carried her against her will, then ultimately grabbed the victim's head and forced her to walk down the hall, thus controlling her movement while preventing her from leaving. Bruh. Like, that is absolutely wild. Like, she was out there putting hands on her girl, straight threw her on her back, carried her back to the man cave, bro. She was like kidnapping, like not about to let her go. The individual allegedly escaped and pulled the fire alarm and was later treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Like, that is dirty work, bro. Imagine like almost getting kidnapped by your loved one and you have to escape, hit the freaking fire alarm, and be out. Like, that is absolutely just wild. Richland County records show that Watkins was released on a $30,000 personal reconnaissance bond and has a court appearance scheduled for October 25th. So that was absolutely wild, man. Like, the situation was crazy. People were reading that and was like, dude, this girl is losing her mind. Like, what's going on? You just went undefeated, won a championship. You were about to go to the White House. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And you want to go and put hands on your girl. Bruh. So today, there's been some new information. So she's been suspended for about 2 months at this point. And, you know, people were wondering, like, what's going on? Is she coming back? Are they just going to let her go? They cutting ties? Because that's kind of wild. The situation like that happens on campus. You know, you might have some students not feeling safe. But today, there was some new information, man. There was some new information. So let's go ahead and see. This is the information that got dropped on us, and it's giving us some clarity onto why she was being spotted at practices. Ashlyn Watkins is back with South Carolina women's basketball team. A team spokeswoman confirmed to the state on Wednesday that Watkins' indefinite suspension from the team activities has been lifted after the resolution of her case stemming from an August 31st arrest on charges of first-degree assault and battery and kidnapping at an on-campus student housing complex. She is immediately eligible for the #1 Gamecocks. Bruh. Like, this is absolutely just crazy. So as soon as those charges got dropped, Don Staley was like, you need to come back because Silas Swords almost just tore up the whole team by herself. And if you were with us, you would have probably got about 5 swats on her and she wouldn't have dropped 27 bombs on us. Like, it's actually crazy though. I mean, I'm like, she's kind of a red flag at that point. Like, she just put hands on another girl. Like, that's showing some serious signs of aggression there, man. So with the dismissal of the legal charges, South Carolina junior forward Ashlyn Watkins has returned to team activities beginning with practice today. The team said in a statement released Wednesday. So all that is happening right now, like today. That's kind of wild. Both the Watkins charges were dismissed last Friday, according to the online records of the Richland County 5th Judicial Circuit Public Index. That's wild. I'm not saying that again, but basically, her charges were dropped. I wonder if her and her girl got back together. Court records show that Watkins, 20, completed pre-trial intervention, a program that allows first-time non-violent offenders to have charges dropped as long as they complete a number of requirements. So they're calling her assault and kidnapping like non-violent, and she goes and does a class and they drop it so she could get back out on the floor and swat people? My gosh. Bruh. The junior forward has been suspended from the team since her August 31st arrest at the university-owned apartment complex on those two charges. She did not travel with South Carolina for the team's opening with Monday against Michigan in Las Vegas, and the school's official game notes that contest listed her as currently suspended from team activities. Well, guess what? That has been lifted and she's back. Coach Don Staley addressed back in September, we're not going to move until her situation is settled down a little bit. It's out of our control and it's out of her control, or vice versa. I think I read that wrong, but I mean, it is crazy, man. It is absolutely just wild that they're waiting for her to come back. They couldn't wait for those charges to get dropped, man. They were probably having conversations with her girl like, man, we need her back on the team. I mean, it's crazy. In all, Watkins' suspension from the team lasted just over 2 months. The former McDonald's All-American missed South Carolina's trip to the White House. Oh, no Joe Biden for its 2024 national championship. All of the preseason practice, 2 exhibition games, and Monday's season opener. And they missed her too. I'm telling you, that Michigan team, freshman heavy, almost put a whooping on them. But I think with Ashlyn Watkins back, that game would have been a different story, man. Let's take a look at some of her stats. So Ashlyn Watkins averaged 9.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 1.1 assists on 55% from the floor. She's kind of nasty, man. She's actually kind of nasty. She's down there banging, grabbing boards. And what's most impressive is in her 2022-2023 season, she had 25 blocks. And then last season, she basically tripled that. She's got 91 blocks, almost quadrupled that. I mean, she's like, whatever she did defensively, she's just not allowing anybody to come inside the paint. You getting swatted. And she's only 6'3". She's not that big. And she's about to replace Camila Cardozo, who was like 6'7". Bruh. Anyways, man, tell me what you guys think. How do you guys feel about this case? Do you think the Gamecocks should have cut her loose and cut ties? Or do they need her on that court to win another championship? You guys tell me. I'm Frankie Fingers, man, your host of the Vibe Sports Talk, and I'm out, man. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.